Let the critique begin.
Scooby-Doo is a highly iconic mystery franchise that all started with the Hanna-Barbera animated series in 1969. The show is about 4 teenagers and a semi-anthropomorphic dog that investigate various hauntings to figure out who was the one responsible for the hauntings. In the end, it was never any sort of supernatural occurrence, it was basically just someone putting on a show. The show has been reincarnated several times, and in the next coming months, we're about to receive a computer-generated feature based not just on Scooby-Doo, but allowing for other characters from the Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Which sounds like a stupid idea considering that the title Scoob doesn't make it sound like it's crossing over with other cartoons. But how bad could the live-action incarnation from the early 2000s get? Let's see. At the beginning of the film, after solving yet another mystery, the group is broken up and parted ways. 2 years later, they are each invited to an amusement park called Spook Island, where they will have to solve the mystery of a bunch of college students that were cursed into a brainwashed state and have supernatural powers. Wait a minute, supernatural powers? Ruh-roh, we screwed up. The show clearly establishes there's nothing supernatural about what's going on. Why does this film suddenly feel the need to contradict it? Have the people making this ever watched the show? While we're still on that, nothing that happens in this film will get across to people who aren't familiar with the show. The film starts abruptly near the end of one of the usual mysteries, and when we see that fake-looking CGI dog, we're just booing at it and throwing tomatoes at the screen. I don't care that it's not a Shakespeare play, give me that orange! The CGI effects are so bad, and you think that it's because it's an early stage of CGI? Let me answer that. This film came out the same year as The Two Towers, the second of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and the effects of Gollum look much better. How did any of the CGI effects pass the test screenings? The characters are not much like their animated counterparts. Shaggy's still a coward, but in this film, they took it too far. Watch the film and you'll see what I mean. Daphne, in some cases, does have to be saved from danger, but not as often as Scooby and Shaggy. But here, they make it a joke how she is the usual damsel in distress. Velma's the geek, nothing else to say, her performance is terrible. Fred is given less of a character than in the show, and is not that likable for it. You wanna know the biggest blowtorch to the scalp is? They included Scrappy-Doo in the film. Oh my gosh, you thought he was annoying as an animated figure? Here, he's even worse. He's only in a couple scenes, that's all I have to say. Even though the film sucked so hard, it received 1 theatrical sequel and 2 TV sequels. There was a spin-off film about Daphne and Velma, and of course, the animated reboot. Animation is how the feature film should have all been to match up with the rest of the franchise. I'm just impressed at how poorly translated this is. It could have worked as a film on its own, but even that wouldn't necessarily excuse the horrible effects and character arcs. The humor! I'm done. I can't take it anymore. You know what? Get someone else to talk about this film. This is just something I can't handle. I hate it when things like that are mistranslated. I really like it. I wanted to love the movie, but I can't because they won't let me.